Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony, your professional yapper, and today I'm going to be discussing the MCU upcoming projects for 2025. And I'm just going to be talking about my excitement and my hype for each project. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate each project from a scale of 1 to 10 based on how hype I am for it. So it's no secret that Marvel has been hit or miss lately. I wouldn't say bad, I just feel the constant lackluster projects and the overall focus of quantity over quality was the main two issues when it came to phases 4 and 5. So if they can fix that in phase 6, I would be very happy. But no, so far I feel like this year Marvel has been on a slight good streak as of lately. Deadpool was really good, Agatha was really good, Loki season 2 was good. So the first show I want to talk about is Daredevil Born Again, and on my hype scale I will give it a 9 out of 10. I think out of all the shows on this list, I think this one looks the best. I really love the original Daredevil Netflix show. We have Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil, Vincent D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin, the Punisher is in this series. I think this is going to be a really good show. The action sequences look really badass. I think this show was supposed to be 18 episodes, so I think it won't suffer like the rush story problem that I feel like a lot of the other Marvel Disney Plus shows suffer from, because there are 6 to 9 episodes. So next up is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I think if this show is like X-Men 97, then it could be really good. And on my hype scale I will give it a 7 out of 10. And I think Marvel has been killing it with the animated content lately. I did say X-Men 97 is really good. We don't talk about What If. But yeah. Originally this show was going to be an origin for Tom Holland's Peter Parker, but I guess they changed that and it's just going to be its own universe, which I think works better. Next up is Ironheart, and this show I am 50-50 on, so on my hype scale I will give it a 5 out of 10. This show has suffered so many delays and reshoots. This was filmed in 2022 and it comes out in 2025. Damn near 3 years. And yeah, I did like Riri Williams' character in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, so I do think this is gonna be a good show. And I'm gonna try not to underestimate any of the Disney Plus shows now, because I thought Agatha was gonna be bad, but that was really good. But that's probably just Jack Schaefer, because she is a really good writer. But no, I think the performances could eat. Dominique Thorne is a pretty good actress. We have Anthony Ramos in here. I think this could be a pretty decent show if done correctly. Okay, I'm not even gonna waste that much time on What If. I give it a 2 out of 10. I feel like What If was wasted potential. I feel like if they would have actually put like some cool scenarios, like what if the other half got snapped, or what if Wanda died in Age of Ultron instead of Pietro, instead of fucking an entire season of Captain Carter. I feel like this show could have been way better. I think out of all of the animated stuff, Marvel Zombies is what I'm most excited for. Yup, it gets a 10 out of 10 for me, because I'm just a really huge fan of horror. I've been wanting Marvel to do more mature content for a while and step out of like the zone of being kid friendly just because they're owned by Disney. So I'm excited for this show, and this show is set to be rated M. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this show brings. I think it's gonna be awesome, and I'm excited. I just wonder if this show will take place in the universe from the What If episode of Marvel Zombies, or will it be its own universe? I'm gonna be honest, Wonder Man doesn't look that interesting to me, so I'm gonna wait until the show comes out, but until to form an opinion on it. So on my hype scale I will give it Eyes of Wakanda, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 because I just want to see more Wakanda content. Especially after the untimely death of Chadwick Boseman, I don't think we could do any more Black Panther movies unless they continue with his son like they showed in the post-credit scene of Wakanda Forever. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Okay, now that I've covered all of the Disney Plus content, let's move on to the movies. So there are 3 movies that haven't got any trailers yet or any promotion, so I'm not going to talk about those in depth just for the sake of time because I'm tired and it's almost 1 in the morning. But I will put my hype scale rankings for those projects right now. Fantastic Four I have at 8 out of 10 because I'm just excited to finally see them in the MCU. Spider-Man 4 I also have at 8 out of 10 because I'm just excited to see a street level Tom Holland Peter Parker story that doesn't involve Iron Man or the multiverse. Blade I have it a 6 because that movie has been delayed so many times and rewritten so many times, so I'm very nervous. For Doomsday and Secret Wars, I have them at 6 and 7 because I am nervous to see how they're gonna handle Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom and how they're going to explain that in the story. I'm just very nervous for how they execute that. Okay, now let's finally talk about Thunderbolts. I give it a 9 out of 10 because this movie looks very, very promising. The action, the humor, the cast, I think this movie is gonna be amazing. But no, the cinematography and the action is kind of giving Captain America Winter Soldier. I'm just happy to see Yelena again because I love her. I love her in Black Widow and in Hawkeye. She is the queen. Also, I want to see Red Guardian again because he's funny. But no, this movie looks very incredible. I can't wait to see it. I think this will be one of the better movies in the modern MCU. I wish I could say the same for Captain America. I give it a 6 out of 10. Mainly because this movie has suffered a lot of reshoots. I think they're even filming, I think they're still doing reshoots and the movie comes out in February. But I have hope. I really like Sam Wilson's Captain America. I feel like everybody's too harsh on him because he's not Steve Rogers, but he is his own Captain America. I also just feel like people need to accept the fact that Steve is gone. He's had 10 years, 3 movies, and it's time for Sam to have his time in the spotlight. And I feel like people need to get over that. But I also feel like this movie has suffered a lot of controversy with Disney and the boycotts because of the literal Zionist propaganda character that they chose to keep in the movie despite all of the reshoots. But I think the action and the cinematography are going to be good. I know a lot of people like to complain about the CGI, especially with Red Hulk, but I'm not that type of person, so I really don't care. But yeah. But no, those are all the projects that I wanted to talk about. I hope Marvel recovers from these past couple of years. I know they're eager to wrap up the multiverse saga after the Avengers movies, so I feel like it'll get better once they introduce the X-Men and the mutants, and I feel like there'll be more of a focus and it will be all over the place in the next saga like the multiverse saga was, because I feel like the multiverse saga was very poorly planned. But even when they do bring in the mutants and the X-Men, I still want more stories from the characters that we already met in this saga. I want a Scarlet Witch movie. I want a Shang-Chi too. Honestly, I'm probably one of the 3 people that want an Eternals 2, Moon Knight Season 2, Miss Marvel Season 2, a Young Avengers series. I just feel like they have so many stories that they could do with the characters that they already introduced, plus the X-Men, that I feel like other than the X-Men, the next saga, they don't have to really introduce no new characters. And I hope after the multiverse saga that they focus on quality over quantity and not putting out too many projects and making sure those projects are good. Like, it would be easier to defend these shows from toxic fans, like, if they were good. Like, I wanted to defend She-Hulk so bad because I felt like straight men were just hating on it for no reason. But then I watched the show myself and I was like, oh, it's bad. But I felt like it could have been better. I feel like all of the Marvel Phase 4 and 5 stuff could have been better. And I hope they learned their lesson with Phases 6 and 7. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And see you next time for the next video. This is Anthony, your professional yapper, signing out.